Hi everyone, this is Sally Harris, and today I want to talk to you about moms who need to feel valued and are waiting on positive validation from their adult kids. So this is a request that I got. I always ask you guys if there's any videos that you would like certain topics on, because there's a plethora of things that I could talk about, and so I want to focus on what you want. So, with that being said, for those of you that are new here, this channel exists because I'm a firm believer that every mom deserves a support system during this time. And, validation is something that we look for, right, as human beings. So, with this being said, so as far as being valued from expecting that from our kids, number one, we can't expect that. We cannot expect that from our kids. Even if you have a good relationship with your adult son or daughter, I would encourage you to not expect that or rely on it. Sure, it's nice if you have a good relationship with one of your kids and they validate you or they, compliment you and all of this, that's fantastic, right? But at the end of the day, it's not their responsibility to validate you. Number two is I really feel that it was our job when our kids were young, not now, but when they were young, when they're little, we validated them, right? We encouraged them. We made them try to help them feel good about themselves, all of those things. And so that was our job when they were growing up, but it's not necessarily our job either right now, right? So if our adult children are out there doing things that you definitely disagree with and are being harmful to themselves and others, you don't have to validate their lifestyle. And just like we shouldn't be validating them, just like we can't expect the validation back. Does that make sense? So really, personally, this is my own personal opinion, but number three is you need to find your own validation. And for me, you need to find that from God, because if you're not a believer and maybe you're like, well, I don't believe in God, that's up to you. But at the end of the day, you need to find something that you do believe in, because your validation needs to come from your creator. And just like we can't expect it to come from our spouse, our friends, our other kids, it needs to come from within ourselves, right? And a big hint to me would be if someone is constantly looking for validation from their son or daughter, or even a husband for that matter, it tells me that they don't have their own self-worth. They're relying on the input from other people rather than from themselves. And just knowing that, you are worthy just the way you are doesn't mean we don't have things to work on. So I encourage you, if you're one of those moms that is needing that validation and the positive validation and the not feeling valued because you're not having that relationship with your adult son or daughter that you're hoping for, I encourage you to not let that define you as well. And that's something that I teach my moms that I work with, because you have to have your own self-worth, right? In regards to having that balanced life yourself, because you are more than a mom. And we forget that. Quite often we forget that. So I encourage you to think about that. And again, if there's any other videos that you would like to see, please leave a link or comment in the link below, at the link below. And then there will be a link below also to set up a time to chat if you're interested in regards to seeing if we're a good fit to work with one another. So hopefully I'll talk with you soon, and have a great day.